Oh, I'm recording. Hello, my sword students. Sword Sensei here, back at again with another video. Again, it's 12. I'm doing these super late at night. I know. But as you probably guys can guess about the title, I'm doing, What If Naruto Was a Grim Reaper? Little side note here, I'm gonna be making the Death series. Death series is what I'm gonna call it, or yeah, the Death series. I'm gonna call it that. I'm gonna finish this first Death. Okay, so Death playlist is what I'm gonna call. Whatever. Okay, hold on. So the Death series is gonna contain what if Naruto was Death or the Grim Reaper? What if Asta was Death or the Grim Reaper? Not Death from not Death as in the Four Horsemen, but Death as in like the Grim Reaper. That's what I meant to say. And then what if Tanjiro? Yeah, I know. Like what? Tanjiro was Death? No, I'm kind of changing that one. It's what if Tanjiro had Death breathing? So it's similar, but this is the I'm gonna call the just the three of those the Death series. It's because it's, super cool. Anyway, I don't think I'll do Deku with that because, Deku's a hero. That wouldn't really help. It would just kind of make it worse. So yeah. Um yeah, I just found some of these pictures. Also shout out to whoever made these really good pictures. Um let's keep it on let's keep it on this one. Anyway, so instead of my drunk Naruto series, this is where it started when he was 4. I think this is gonna start around, God. He gets in the academy when he's 8. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, that seems about right. 5 years. So when Naruto is 7, so like a year before he even gets into the academy. He already has his like small little apartment. That's already happened. But we see Naruto in the woods, kind of just there. No, yeah, we see Naruto in the woods, kind of a little bloody, but not too bad. And he's running fast. And this dude running. That's why he has so much stamina, because the villagers chasing him on his birthday, boy, he would run. He has so much stamina. Anyway, Naruto is running fast, pretty much for his life, because he is. And so Naruto is running, 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 and until he runs by a cave, and he quickly makes the a turn into the cave, into this small little cave that goes back far. And so Naruto is just going as far back as he can, and he hears off in the distance, "Go catch that little bastard. He'll pay for what he did." And hears a bunch of shouting of agreement. So Naruto turns, because he was looking out of the front of the cave. He turns back and keeps going down into this dark, dark cave until he finds a little opening to a subsection of a cavern. So Naruto just goes down there, and he's kind of just exploring, trying to hide until he sees this steel this steel door surrounded by just black stone, this ominous black stone. And Naruto, thinking he could hide here, he opens the steel door and he walks in. The door shuts behind him, and he's in a pitch black room. Then then torches light up the room. Am I bleeding? No, just checking if I had a bloody nose. It gets super dry over here, so sometimes my nose cracks and I start to bleed. No, no, I'm good. What is it called? Oh yeah. So Naruto goes in and goes down deep, far into this cavern. I mean, goes farther into this long hallway, you could say. And he keeps walking while these torchlights are just bare, just lighting up the place until he reaches this wide open room. And sitting there, you could see it's a it's a it's a it's a it's a black throne. The only way he's able to see this black throne is that it's a lot brighter in here. So, and there, this black throne, and there's a table in front of this black throne with, no, there's a figure sitting on the black throne with a ominous looking weapon and and a scroll in the other hand. Naruto is walking up to this ominous figure, but nothing happens. So Naruto gets closer and closer and closer, and then he sees that it's just a skeleton wearing a dark robe. And Naruto looks at the scroll, saying, looks at the scroll, and he goes to reach for the scroll until, bam! Who dares to enter my sanctuary? This ominous voice yells, and Naruto freaks out, falling on his butt, saying, "What? What's happening? Who are you? Where are you?" And the skeleton, the person sitting on the throne, stands up, and Naruto like screams, "How? You're just a skeleton! How are you alive?" Foolish mortal, I am the god of death. You dare defy me. And this is like a quick side note. This isn't like, I mean, the Shinigami still exists. I'm not, because the Reaper Death Seal, obviously, but this isn't the Shinigami. This is like the actual god of death. Technically, the Shinigami is like, brings people to the, brings people to the other side, depending on if they're going to heaven or hell. So Naruto, I mean, yeah, yeah. And then the Grim Reaper also does that, kind of helps the Shinigami, but I'm saying that he is the actual god of death, while the Shinigami is the lackey, he's the more well-known quote unquote god of death. This is the actual god of death, like the one who will eat souls, and yeah, and and Naruto freaks out like, what? The god of death? You're the you're the Shinigami? I ain't. I am not the Shinigami. The Shinigami is my lackey. I mean, it is my subordinate. Subordinate. I think that's how you say that. Hmm. Yeah. Sorry, my nose is itchy. Hmm. He is my subordinate. Um. Crap. Why am I just losing this? Shinigami is my lackey. I mean, is my subordinate. Subordinate. I am the real god of death. And Naruto is freaking out, and the Shinigami slams his ominous weapon on the floor, saying, "Now who dares to enter my sanctuary?" And he says, My name is Naruto Uzumaki, sir." Oops, sir. Hmm. And Uzumaki, haven't seen one of you in a while. And Naruto's like, What, what, what do you mean? As in, seen an Uzumaki in a while. I'm the only Uzumaki, that you know of, says the god of death, or Grim Reaper. I'm gonna call him G. No, I'm gonna call him the Grim Reaper. The G just sounds like, what homies, me homies. I'm scared. I really, really hate when my recording stops. Anyway, yeah. So the Grim Reaper. Oh God, I'm so hungry. So the Grim Reaper is just looking at Naruto. Hold on, looking at Naruto, just just kind of just staring with his empty eye sockets, and Naruto's terrified, and he says, "Damn it, it happened again." Anyway, you can call me. Oh God, what am I gonna call him? Let's go with what? Oh God. Also, these are all like raw recording. There's no like script. This is all purely just my imagination. This isn't fan fiction either. If it was fan fiction, I would be doing an auto tune. I mean, auto tune, but text to speech. So, and I would probably be doing like text to speech with like it would probably be like multiple chapters. Um, and Naruto's like, what, what do you mean, sir? And he says, "You are worthy. Now take this scroll and this ominous weapon that I've been hinting about is you guessed it, a scythe. Ah, ha 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 ha. Not a good scythe. Not a good. Yeah, this scythe. Haha. Why wouldn't you? I'm stupid. I'm very stupid, I know. And I'm so tired. And I need food. Um, oh, ow, my back. So I don't. I'll go a little longer. I'll go until he enters the academy because I'm super hungry and I'm super tired. So Naruto takes the scythe and the the scroll as this skeleton falls. Like it like it's pretty much not ceases to exist, but the bones, because you know how gravity works. The oh, that's like it. There we go. The bones kind of just fall to the ground. Naruto kind of being freaked out by this, and so Naruto is sorry. So, so Naruto is freaked. I really hate this recording software, but it's the only free recording software that's out here right now. So you know. Anyway, so Naruto takes the cloak and starts heading out. I really hate this recording software. Anyway, so Naruto, it's still nighttime, by the way. So yeah, for one, right now it's still nighttime. But Naruto heads back to his apartment, and while he's heading back, he 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 takes alleyways and back roads to get to his apartment. But but so there are some places where he can't go through the back road, so he goes in the middle of the street. But no one seems to notice him, and so Naruto gets back to his apartment, and so he opens the scroll, and the scroll, in great detail, tells Naruto what what the items he picked up. The scroll, sorry, fly. The scroll also doubles as a summoning contract. So the cloak of death, power, grant, grants user invisibility while wearing the cloak of death. Also grants user night vision and oh god, night vision and temperature cooling while wearing the cloak. Um, no, let's call the cloak the the cloak of mischief. That's what I'm gonna call it. The cloak of mischief. The scythe of agony. The scythe of agony can increase or decrease the weight depending on the user's will. I mean, depending on what the user chooses. Also can increase or decrease size depending on the user. And 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 the scythe has many more abilities that I'm going to get into later, next episode, maybe. And then the contract of death. As Naruto is reading the last thing, the contract of death, uh, he sees like a summoning seal. So Naruto reads the instructions saying, you have to wipe your hand, you have to smother your hand in blood, write your name, and yeah, um, this is all in blood. So once that's done, and the summoning contract, the contract of death. summons a few creatures actually, but the main creature he'll be summoning is crows. Crows and skeletons. No, crows and spirits. That's what I'm doing. Yes, not skeletons, because skeletons wouldn't really be practical. Anyway, actually, this is where I'm gonna end it for now because I'm super tired and super hungry. I need some food in me, and so I'll see you guys next time. I'll be editing all this together, so yeah, I really hate this recording software, but I'm still the only one. Goodbye.